We flew out to beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona, and we're about to link up with Kai, my buddy, who was able to do 0 to 100K in 1 month at age 21. So let's go ahead and meet Kai. All right, Kai's here. Let's go link up with him. What's going on, bro? Nice to meet you, bro. Finally met. Let's get inside and start this interview. All right, guys. So who are you, Kai, and why did you start dropshipping?
What's good, guys? My name is Kai Dodgestry. I started dropshipping in 2019, and I originally started to be able to travel around the world with my friends and just enjoy life.
Times did you fail with dropshipping before you found your first success, or how many products did you test before you actually found your first winner?
So I failed about 2 years straight before I was able to find my first winner. I actually found my first winner in October of 2023, so just about 5 months ago.
Damn, that's crazy. So you did dropshipping for 2 to 3 years, no sales, and you just kept going. And 5 months ago, you got your first winner, and in February, you were able to do 0 to 100K a month.
Yeah, bro, it's been a crazy journey, but I was able to do it.
So right there shows you the consistency that most dropshippers actually have to succeed. I myself failed for 1.5 years before. He did double that, which is absolutely crazy, but it just shows you how much people are willing to fight for what they truly want. So what's the difference from the store that got you to 0 to 100K in 1 month to the stores that didn't get you any sales at all previously?
I think that would have to be most definitely product selection. It came down to a lot of testing different niches, testing different products, right? And what ended up hitting for me was clothing specifically.
Okay, so you definitely know more than the average dropshipper to be able to do the numbers that you've been doing. How did you get to that point here today, or where were you able to acquire all this information and knowledge yourself?
What made me to be able to acquire this knowledge was meeting people and networking, especially going to events out here in Arizona. My biggest break had to be when I met my mentor, Revenue Express, which honestly just changed my life.
I definitely have to agree with the power of networking, which is essentially the reason why I'm here today with you, because I believe I'm able to learn so many new qualities and value and information from other people's brains that have done different types of products, different types of marketing, whatever it is, right? Because your product is not going to be the same one that I did. Your strategy is not going to be the same one that I did. I think one of the biggest misconceptions in dropshipping is people believing that there's a right and wrong way, when in reality, there's just better ways and worse ways, but there's not actually one solution or one only strategy that you have to use to be able to make money. What would you say is the most important part or foundation of your business to be able to generate the revenue that you're generating?
I would say it most definitely have to come down to product selection and your offer. Also creatives, just because creatives are what actually allow for customers to reach your website and actually proceed to check out.
I believe offer is something that a lot of people don't really focus on. How are you able to create an irresistible offer, as a lot of people call it?
I think when it comes down to offers, right, because offers are actually the main aspect that allows you to scale your stores. I think it's really all dependent on the product itself. Whether you have a product that a person would buy once, or if you have a product that people will buy multiple of, right? So it all comes down to what kind of product you have and how many you're able to sell.
So he's mentioning here like a huge factor for one of the biggest brands in e-commerce, or a lot of the biggest brands, I mean, in e-commerce, which is having that like recurring revenue, you know, returning customers, lifetime value. And I feel like a lot of people don't really focus on that. They just focus on their main product, one sale, and they think that's what's going to get them millions of dollars. When in reality, yeah, you have to be looking at the bigger picture, just like Kai is saying here, and think about returning customers. You know, how can you provide what your audience needs? What was your lowest point in your whole journey towards success, and how did you get out of that?
So I think my lowest point when I started my dropshipping journey is at 2 to 3 years. There's a lot of self-doubt involved in that era of my life, right? Because it's really hard to stay consistent when you're testing all these products and absolutely nothing's hitting. Stuff really started to change once I started to actually meet people and started to network with people.
How were you able to overcome these thoughts of self-doubt? Because at the end of the day, it's not like other people can help you solve this problem, but it comes within you, you know? So I'm wondering, what did you do, or what did you use to be able to overcome this obstacle in your journey?
I think it really comes down to what motivates you and what your purpose is, especially behind this journey, right? So everyone else is gonna have their own reason as to why they're doing dropshipping, right? But mine was because I wanted to travel and I wanted to help my family. That's what really kept me going, especially having that voice in your head that tells you what you should be doing, and that like you really should be listening to that, because that's what's gonna take you far.
If you could give yourself one piece of advice to the younger self of you starting off in dropshipping, what would that one piece of advice be, or two pieces of advice be? If you guys are starting drop shipping or have been thinking about starting drop shipping, well, the sponsor of today's video fits you perfectly. AutoDS is your all-in-one tool that you need to successfully run a dropshipping business. From using them as your product research tool, ripping videos to test your own ads, and even using them as your own private supplier, they are going to help you successfully launch your own business, and even a beginner could get this done within a day or two. So here in AutoDS, I wanted to show you a few of the tools that I like to use myself when I'm doing research for my brands. So over here is one of my favorite tools called TikTok Spy. In TikTok Spy, you have basically unlimited filters to be able to find the videos, products, anything that you are looking for your business. Over here, we can filter videos with more than $200,000 likes, impressions, more than 500,000 impressions, interaction rate, which basically means it's the engagement rate, you know, the rate of people interacting with your video essentially. Call to action, so I like doing shop now or order now. We'll do shop now as of right now. We'll do shop now. From the source, I like doing advertising because I run paid media myself and do organic later. Any keywords that you need as well, and then we can just search it. And as you can see, boom, all the videos with the filters that you asked for are in front of your face. So for example, we can check this video over here. You can literally rip this video for yourself, so you can run it for your own brand right away. Here we can see it's a super nice, neat necklace, high quality video, 273,000 likes, 1.2 thousand shares. I can tell these guys are printing money with their store. You can press shop now and it will show you a bit more information about the post itself. For example, the first seen date when they first launched ads, the last seen date, which is today, which means they're still paying to run ads, could possibly mean they're still making money. If you're looking to use AutoDS, simply just click the link underneath this video in the description and you're gonna get twice the amount of value for free, and you're gonna get 30 days for free instead of 15 days. So just click the link, connect your store, and start finding your next winning products so you can scale them and make some money. Back to the video.
Number one is to never quit, because if you quit, you lose, and you pretty much, you're done, right? So I would say just don't quit, and most definitely go out of your way to meet people in this space and try to connect with as many individuals as possible, right? Because they have knowledge that you don't have.
What was the best financial advice that you've ever received?
Me personally, all my financial habits and financial knowledge is all from self-taught and reading books. I read a lot of books, especially when it comes to finance and business.
What would you say is the top book that you've read that has really put an impact into your life and you would recommend other people to listen or read to?
Yeah, so this one's pretty basic, right? I'm sure that everyone in e-com has learned it, but especially for you guys who are new out there, I think this book really changed my life and really put me onto the right track. The book is called Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, right? But from reading that, I actually take an enjoyment in books and be able to read all different kinds of books that have taught me just crazy things that I wouldn't know if I were to not read those books.
Reading is definitely important. I don't do it as much anymore, but I do enjoy listening to audibles. I just can't focus sometimes. But yeah, Rich Dad Poor Dad is definitely like that foundational book that anybody get into business should read. That I feel like as their first book. I don't know if you agree with that. How much time do you spend working on your brand every single day, or what does your day-to-day also look like as an e-commerce brand owner?
Realistically, so as every online entrepreneur likes to say that we work on our brand every day, but I'd say a lot of my day comes down to my daily things, you know. But when it does come to working, I probably spend around 2 to 3 hours a day on my actual stores.
So just to put into perspective, 100K a month, 2 to 3 hours a day. Like, I don't even know the maths, but let's say 3 hours a day, it's 21 hours a week. And 100K divided by 4, you're making 25 G's a week by putting 21 hours a week, which is absolutely nuts. But people got to realize that he put in 3 years prior to this, which is what people don't see. You know, the results are just the tip of the iceberg. My last question for you, which I believe is going to be the most valuable for everyone watching here, is if you were watching this video from the perspective of a complete beginner wanting to dropship, what advice would you want to hear? What advice would you want to give that person?
So my advice for anyone would be to find a product that already has a passionate audience behind it.
I feel like the thing with passionate audiences is a lot of the brand awareness is already done for you, because it's like an established brand or niche or topic, and you're just providing like the solution at the end of the day, right? So these people already have the mindset of buying. You don't have to really sell them. You just have to provide the nice offer, like we were talking about, the nice website, nice creatives, right? And this video itself is already worth more than $100,000 with all the value that my boy Kai has been giving me here. And dude, I appreciate you for pulling up, bro. You've been giving absolute sauce to all the people here. Anything you want to say to them? Last words?
Just keep your head up, keep grinding. If you guys ever want to connect, you guys can hit me up on Instagram at kai.street. Just believe in yourself and you guys can achieve it as well.
We'll plug his Instagram somewhere here on the screen as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Why are you zooming in so much? We'll see you in the next video. Peace.